This is it. This is the last video you're going to get from me. It's not very long. I just go over what's going on with the schedule and what's going to be the last things that are due. I go over a little bit of your big research paper and some ways you can organize it. Otherwise, I'm available for video conferencing, and we'll have our conferences this week about your first draft. And again, this is just the first draft. The final draft will be due the following week, and for that draft, the thing I want you to remember is there's no redos for it. You're going to turn it in, and that'll be it. I'll get it graded, and then you'll see your course grade. If you do want 10 points extra credit, just email me by Friday the concept that you're going to take away from the class that you thought was the most important. That concept, just describe in 3 to 5 sentences the concept, what it is, how it aided in your learning, and I'll give you 10 points extra credit. All right, due Friday by 11:59. Like I mentioned, there's really not much to go over today because this week it's conferences, and then the following week your final draft of the big research paper is due. Now, for that big research paper final draft, there's no redos. I'll grade it, and that'll be the score that you receive for that assignment. And then you can check out your course grades later. There's only a couple things I want to go over, just remind you of. So traditional argument outline, here is a traditional outline you could follow. And if you go to your Essentials of Argument, you'll find ways that you can do this differently with regards to the supporting points and the details, and using different tools and different ways to organize those parts. But again, you can look to that, but this is just a traditional outline, the gist of it. So take a look at this. If this is what you're going to be doing, writing a traditional paper, here's how you might do it. The Rogerian argument, on the other hand, is just a little bit different. And here we've gone over this. You can see how you would do a Rogerian argument. Again, it's not just, A through G, a paragraph each. Each part could be multiple paragraphs, just like with that traditional outline. I also recommend you go to the Purdue OWL for citing your work. You can see, again, you just Google Purdue OWL MLA format, and you'll get all of these suggestions for how to format correctly in MLA. So again, this is you having to do a little bit of research to figure out how to do things, but I think this resource is really worth it. You can even find sample papers, which I talked about last time, for how you can format things if you need to look at it more visually and just see how they're doing it instead of following these categories here. But that could help you figure out how to format your paper. So again, use this resource to create the best big space research paper that you can. Last, I'd like to direct your attention to our course schedule. So this is the final week here. We've got conferences, and we've got one more smartening to do. You have 2 more learning journals due. Now, these learning journals should be just about what you're learning with regards to your papers. They can focus on also the smartening, but make sure that you in-text cite about what you're learning, and you have smartening due this Saturday by 11:59 p.m. and one more due next week, Friday, during finals week by 11:59. Now again, this learning journal can be what you've learned about writing, what you've learned over the whole course, that sort of thing. But there are 2 more. Your final draft of the big research paper is due right here on the 12th by 11:59 p.m. Now again, we're just doing the draft here, and then the one that you're turning in, the final paper is due at 11:59 p.m. on May 12th. Now there are no redos for this. I'll get your grade posted as quickly as I can, and that'll be what you get for the assignment, and then you can see what you got for the semester as well. Again, good luck. I hope you succeed with all these assignments. It was great to know you guys for these, even these last months that were just online. A lot of creative projects, a lot of good work. Writing has improved, your design has improved, so I'm proud of you. Take care, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see each other face to face next semester.